How's it going, guys? Brett Medlock here. Today I wanted to talk about the upcoming Switch exclusives. And yes, as you can tell, I'm sitting in my bedroom instead of my normal place downstairs at my set, and that's because my kids are still awake in the room next to mine. But anyway, the show has to go on, so I wanted to talk about the upcoming Switch exclusives for this year. That's right, these games are all confirmed, at least most of them are pretty much confirmed for 2019, and it's a stacked list. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I'll start off with the one game that I'm not quite sure will make it this year, and that is Bayonetta 3. Now, the game got announced a while back, actually over a year ago at the Game Awards, and that's the last time we saw or heard about it, and we know that Platinum Games is working on another Switch exclusive that I'll get to later, but yeah, it's kinda weird that they would reveal Bayonetta 3 when they knew they were working on Astral Chain, which is most likely coming out before Bayonetta, because as of right now, it's planned for August. So the fact that they revealed Bayonetta 3 a year before Astral Chain and it's coming out after that game is kinda weird. But either way, I'm super excited for this one. I loved Bayonetta 2 so much, and Bayonetta 1 I thought was pretty good as well, but Bayonetta 2 I felt like just the perfect game all around. Impeccable pacing. It's just non-stop adrenaline from start to finish. And by the way, sorry about my voice, it's still a little scratchy as I'm getting over a sickness. So that's the one game I don't think is going to make it out this year, but you never know. We could get a big reveal in June and then a November release date, which would be pretty crazy. Next up, we got Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which Nintendo just showed off a bunch of new information and gameplay during the Direct a few days ago, and the game's shaping up to look really impressive. I'm interested to see just how dynamic the relationships can be between the characters on the battlefield, because I loved that feature in Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm hoping they take that and take it a step further, adding some different cool elements as well. One thing I'm not really a big fan of is the art style. They went the really cel-shaded route when I was hoping they would go more of the realism route with the graphics, but either way, it's a beautiful game and I'm excited to jump into it later this year. Next up, we got Damon Makana, which you might have played because I have played recently because there's a demo on the eShop and it's pretty fun. I think there's some stuff that still needs to be worked out, but as of right now, I thought it was pretty fun. I did a preview on it. I'll be sure to link my preview at the end of this video, so if you want to check out my full details on that game, go ahead and click on that video. It would really mean a lot, but in short, I think it's fun. I like the world that they built. I'm hoping that they give us more information on that world, on like why they're flying around in robots and stuff, but the demo that they gave us didn't really dive into that, and I'm hoping that the game is a bit more story focused than the demo made it seem. Then we got Luigis Mansion 3, which we haven't seen that much of either, but I'm hoping that this game is a blending of Dark Moon and the original. With the original, I do remember getting pretty scared during the game, and I know I was a lot younger then, but the game's just kinda spooky, you know? So I'm hoping the new one is actually pretty scary as well. Visually, the game is really pretty, and it looks like it's taking advantage of the Switch hardware in fantastic ways with its lighting and shadow effects. I cannot wait to play as the extremely awkward Luigi. Next up, we have Town. Now, I think this is still a working title, but it's not really confirmed. This is the next game by developer Game Freak, who's very known for working on the Pokemon games. Now they're giving us something new and fresh, and I'm pretty excited for the game. I love the cel-shaded art style with this game. I think it's a very charming looking world. Now, from a story standpoint, this is a town that used to be nice and used to be friendly and all that stuff until it got overrun with monsters who are trying to kill everybody. So that'll be very interesting. I can't wait to see Game Freak's take on a brand new intellectual property. It's probably really exciting for the developer to stretch their legs a little bit. Next up, we got The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Now, this was just revealed and it's so exciting. I personally love this art style. It has been getting some flack around the internet, but honestly, it seems like overwhelmingly positive. I feel like the people who hate it are just very loud and they're making it seem like it's like a 50-50 split, but everyone I've talked to absolutely loves the way the game looks. It's cute, it's bubbly, it's charming, it's everything you want from a classic Zelda game, and I can't wait to see how they change this game. If it's going to be an exact one-to-one remake, I doubt it because there's a lot of quality of life changes that'll make a lot of sense in this remake, and it's really exciting because even if you've already played this game, all the changes they're going to make, it's going to be like playing a brand new Zelda game, which is super exciting. Next up, we have Yoshi's Crafted World, another game that I'm going to link my preview at the end of this video because I want to give you my full thoughts on it. In short though, I think it's a ton of fun, really exceeded my expectations like so much. If you haven't checked out the demo on the eShop, I highly recommend checking it out because I wasn't sold on the game until I played this demo. Now I cannot wait for the full release. Now my personal most anticipated Switch game is Astral Chain. I know it's a game that just got revealed, we don't know much about it, but I trust Platinum Games, I love this art style, and I absolutely loved what we saw from the trailer. It looks like the game might be co-op, I'm not really sure, they kind of teased that during the Direct, but I don't really know if that's what they meant whenever they said it, but I don't know, that'd be really cool. I'm more into playing single player games, so I'll probably play it alone either way, but at least it's an option for people who want to play a Switch game in co-op. I think that'd be a nice change of pace to play a game like this in co-op. That's not very common, surprisingly. But yeah, it looks like it's going to have a mix of like linear sections with like open world segments, which is really awesome. I'm not a big fan of huge, like ginormous open world games. I like when they're more smaller, segmented, mini open worlds, and there's obviously going to be some really funny costumes as we saw at the end of the trailer. But once again, I made a whole video dedicated to that, so I'll be sure to link it at the end of this video. Now this next one honestly is kind of tied with Astral Chain. I'm really excited for both of them, and I'm probably going to say this is my most anticipated game in my next video because I just cannot make up my mind. It's Animal Crossing. Now I was kind of sad that we didn't see any new information on Animal Crossing Switch during the Direct, but either way, I think we're going to get a lot of information in June during E3, and it's probably going to get a November or December release date this year. Nintendo did already confirm that it's planned for 2019, so unless there's a delay, we can expect to have it this year. Now we know very little about this game. Even the gameplay they showed us wasn't even real gameplay. I guess it was just like a prototype version that they were making for the trailer, but if it's anything like that, it's going to look great, and I'm sure it's going to have a bunch of new features and a bunch of fun stuff to do in your town. The Animal Crossing games are so addicting, and I cannot wait to jump in on Switch, hopefully this year. Another one of my most anticipated games is Marvel's Ultimate Alliance: The Black Order. I can put 4 tiles at the end of this video, so once again I'll be sure to link my thoughts on Marvel Ultimate Alliance and a separate video that I dedicated to it as to why you should be excited for it. But to sum it up, I think it's awesome seeing these characters together. We don't always get all of the Marvel Universe characters in one place because of a bunch of licensing stuff with the movies, so it's kind of rare that we actually get a bunch of like characters in the same game. Now we know Wolverine is coming, we know the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to be there, along with the characters we can expect like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, and we recently saw Captain Marvel, so that should be fun as well. They're also adding a new third-person feature. Instead of having the camera up higher up like bird's eye view, you're going to be able to play in full third person, which I'm definitely going to play that way because I love third-person action games. You might be able to tell that this is an audio pickup, and it's because I forgot to talk about the Pokemon Generation 8 game that's supposed to come out this year. We haven't heard anything about the game yet, but we know that Nintendo was aiming to get it out this year. Fans were kind of split on Pokemon Let's Go, so I'm wondering if Nintendo will implement Pokemon Go mechanics into the next mainline installment. I assume they're going to have a bunch of new Pokemon and bring back special abilities, but I guess only time will tell. I personally am hoping it's a full-blown third-person game with the camera down behind the back, and you can explore the cities and wilderness with Pokemon in the environments instead of it being randomly generated, similar to Pokemon Let's Go. But like I said, we don't have any new information right now. Now last, but definitely not least, we got Super Mario Maker 2. This pretty much looks like the ultimate Mario Maker experience. They're adding a bunch of new stuff like slopes and Super Mario 3D World skins and worlds and all that stuff. It's interesting that they would add Super Mario 3D World stuff because it's still a 2D game, so it kind of makes me wonder, could we end up seeing like Super Mario 64 stuff but still in 2D in this game? I think that would be really cool, and I can't wait to see what else they have to show us. I loved Super Mario Maker on Wii U, but sadly the Wii U didn't sell that great, so there wasn't that much people playing it. Now with the Switch, it's thriving. So many more people own the Switch already than the lifetime of the Wii U, so a bunch of creators are going to get this game and make some insane levels, and I can't wait to play them because I'm not a creator, I suck at that, but I will gladly play the awesome levels that I can get online. I'm sure there's a bunch of information they still have yet to share on this game, along with all the games I just talked about, so let me know which one you're most excited about in the comments section down below. I personally am most excited for Astral Chain and Animal Crossing, and probably Zelda Link's Awakening after that, and then Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I think those are my top 4, but yeah, let me know what yours are down in the comments. I'll talk to you guys later.